Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. We are bringing the sunshine to you today because it sure isn't outside. But our smiling faces are here to bring you some crafty inspiration and have lots of fun. So tonight is What's New. And because we missed last week, boy, do we have a lot to share with you. And so it might be a little hodgepodgey. We've done our best to kind of group things together, but we have announcements, we have new product, we have restocks, and as always, we have shenanigans between the two of us. And the Peanut Gallery, he's at home, so he can't even stop us. Are you listening, Peanut Gallery? I'm sure he is watching on the airwaves, or if not, even more excuse to be a little silly. I don't know if you saw, I just posted a little while ago on social media that it was our social media day. So a big thank you to Chris and Donna who came out as our victims, volunteers, I should say. We put them through their paces, but we had a lot of laughs this morning, and they're just going to continue this afternoon. So we've got lots of people joining in. How are you this afternoon? Please do jot in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. Are you prepping dinner while you watch? Are you just taking it all in? Do you have a notepad that you're writing down your wish list? Just give us a little nod in the comments and let us know what's going on. I don't want to chat for too long because we do have a great big basket of things to share with you. Two great new releases. So Waffle Flower was yesterday and Elizabeth Craft was today. So we can share that with you. Some new arrivals on the European paper front. Gina K.
Yep. Paper
Rose.
3/4
designs and really just a whole bunch of stuff. And again, some great announcements because we've launched some new classes. We've got events coming up. So hold on to your horses. We're going to dig in. Sorum said she just hosted a basketball tournament, so she's exhausted. Sorum, just sit back. Laugh with us, and it's going to be fun. So let me just turn over to the desktop camera, and Darlene, our Waffle Flower aficionado, is going to take it away.
Ta-da! So I did a new release video yesterday, so tonight I'm just going to go through it quickly of what's to come. But it's a whole under the sea theme. We're very excited. Whoops, this way here. I'm excited about this release. So we have the Coral Reef Coloring Stencil. It coordinates with the die. Love all the fishies, the corals. Love all that. There is a little diagram and suggestion of colors. What I like about what they do with their stencils, they put little suggestions of colors on it too, just to help you figure it out, especially if you're stuck in knowing what colors to use. Also, this one is called Bubbly Sentiments. We have the Stamp and Die bundle. We also have the standalone stamp set. Keep swimming. You've got this. Sending hugs, ocean size. You are fantastic and a real treasure. You are totally awesome. So some great, cute, funny puns there. And here is a sample of that sentiment as well as the Coral Reef die and stencil. Next up, we have some more Under the Sea, and here is where we see the little submarine. So a couple of things here. Let's start out with the little happy submarine. It made us all
live in a yellow submarine.
I heard Matt singing the song too, There you go. So
that's not good.
So the little submarine. We have the Under the Sea die that you can use on its own or pair it up for some background dimension. This is the Under the Sea background stencil. That's a little tongue twister for me there. And a great little sentiment here that's called Truly Deeply. What I like about this sentiment is that you can use it for various occasions, like miss you, hugs to you, stay curious, dreams do come true. Shine bright, love you, live fully. It doesn't have the puns like the other stamp sets, so this is more versatile in any of our crafting. So there's a Stamp and Die bundle, a stamp set, And just to showcase some of those items, there's the little submarine. I didn't do mine in yellow. I had to change up the colors a little bit. And there's that stencil background. What I love about the stencil background is that you get that shipwreck at the back. It's part of that stencil, the layers. And you get all that dimension of the waves and the waters. So there's the stencil. It does come with the fish, the turtles, and the seals.
Doesn't Darlene make great samples? They are fantastic. Thank you, Darlene.
Oh, no
for
problem.
doing
I
that.
love making samples. And here again is using the die set plus the stencil. Look at the helmet. Really cool. And the little fishy set, which you'll see in further down in another card. But love the dimensions and how you can mix and match and use them all, or stick with 2 of the items and play with. So that is the Under the Sea. I think this is Sherry and my favorite, and I'll show you why in a second.
Dude.
Right? So here we have the sea floor silhouette stencil, as well as the die and the happy turtles. In this die set, you can use it on its own. So you have all the elements, including like the leaves and stuff. There is dies underneath the flap here, so just be careful when you grab yours. Or you can coordinate with the stencil where it gives you a little bit more dimensions. Oh, this one doesn't have a photo. And I think this is the hot seller. It's the happy little turtles. And here is an example of that. So I used that background stencil that we saw a while ago. And I used the dies to grab. But look at that dimension by just using that stencil on it. And then also with the turtle doing some shading, but I love sea turtles.
Very Finding Nemo.
Yes, and the starfish. So that, and here is that little sentiment. You are turtly awesome.
Darlene's going to have to make one for me.
Right? Or if I know my card goes missing, it went home.
Well,
with
there you
Mama.
go. You guys know where to find it.
Oops. And here we are. So a little bit more. We did the turtles. We did, oh, there's the fish. But we have also the seals. And with the seals, they do have a little sentiment set. Celebrate sentiments, all the puns. Let's celebrate, seal you soon. Head over seals for you, love. Sealed with love. The stars aligned when we met. Keep your chin up.
Aww.
It's really cute. So stamp and die bundle stamp set. We have the seal. It does come in 2 different sizes. There's the solid piece and then the layered piece. There is these little pieces here for the tusk and the mouth. Here is that little fish that I used in the previous card. It is part of the postage collage system, but you can use it for any of the cards. And I love how each of the fish has its own, that you die cut in several colors and mix and match the colors of your little fish. And we have this one here. So this is Jolly Wave coloring stencil. And with Jolly Wave coloring stencils, you can use them on its own, or you can use them together in some way. So let's start off with this one here. This is the panel die, and with the panel die, it cuts out this really cool background die. So you can use it as is on a nice colored cardstock and leave it as is.
And don't be afraid to turn it upside down too. That to me looks like mermaid scales.
Yes, or the roof. I couldn't figure out what that roof,
yes.
There's a name for it. If anyone knows, plug it in there. I couldn't think of it yesterday. I still can't think of it today.
Yeah.
But it has that shape of like the roof, those fancy little roofs there. And then there is the Jolly Wave coloring stencil. And I think that was my favorite part to play with. As there is 2 stencils in here. In order to get the second color, you just need to turn stencil number 1 over and use the other side, and it will give you all the even scallops. And then the front side, which is the front side of stencil 1, gives you the odd number to create this look. Love it. And you can use it on its own or use it together. But look how that changes the look of that panel. So here is just the stencil. And here is it layered.
And I just want to point out, the instructions are all in the back of the packaging. So, if you didn't understand, or maybe just need a reminder as to what Darlene just said about that stencil, keep that piece of packaging with your stencil so that every time you go to use it, you remember.
Yes.
You remember how to use it.
That's a good tip. And it's nice because it's boxed in, so you can even cut it out if you're like your,
Yeah.
you know.
And
organize.
laminate it.
That's a good idea. Laminate it, because it's hard to find these, like those
Yeah.
little samples on their website. So, or just photocopy it a little, you know, extra.
Yep.
This is the texture die. So the texture die just gives you those nice pierce marks. Can you see that little there? Gives you those little pierce marks, but it gives a different dimension to it. So I do have it in the background. I'm not sure if you can see there. That's the pierce die. You can stencil on top to get different colors, or you can pair it up with the panel die for an extra touch. Yes, I wouldn't put the seal. Actually, it looks like it's caged in, but just to give you an idea that you can mix and match any of these 3 items, which is really cool. So I wanted to show that piercing die underneath. There's the fish, and just stenciling that little
up just
corner.
a little
Oops,
bit.
right over there.
There you go.
A little off. And you are seriously the best.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard one.
Some of those puns are very much tongue twisters.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So here we have a few more, and we get into the little postage collage system, one of my favorites. This is the nesting postage collage under the sea stencil. So it's just a bigger format. It gives you 3 different sizes. Love that. The coloring sample is also at the back, so always turn it over and make sure before you throw anything out. But it tells you exactly how to color them, tips on colors. So that is the nesting postage collage. Also on the back, I'm not sure if you noticed, it's another texture die, so a little small piercing. This one's called Happy Circles. Lots of circles. It reminds me of like a mosaic floor, or like, you know.
To me, it's raindrops on the lake.
Yeah. Ooh, like the little effects on it. Really cool texture die. I had to put this on here so I wouldn't lose this guy. I lost it yesterday. This is the square postage coral stencil. So last release, we got the little square die. It is on back order. We've been trying to get it back in. But if it's something that you're interested, send us an email. We'll put you on the special order list. And as you know, we order monthly for their releases, and we'll see if we can add some more. This is our second stencil for the postage collage. So this is now the coral stencil. Last month was the daffodil stencil. And according to Nina, the owner of Waffle Flower, they will have 12 different square stencils so 1 in each of their releases. So we've seen 2, 10 more to go. So I'm excited to see what else they come up with this. So that is the coral stencil, and there, it's that clownfish. It makes me want to see Nemo again.
That might be this weekend for Mother's Day.
Ooh, that's a nice one. And we can't forget the Under the Sea stencil. So here is my sample. I just have to put a card base on it, but I love it. You see a little bit of the whole release, the turtles, the submarine, the shipwreck, the corals, the different kinds of fish. I'm going to leave that out because in one of their tropical releases last year, we had Mr. Krabby. Can't remember I think it was Happy Crab or something like that. We have Happy Lobster, and I call it Pinchy because it reminds me of The Simpsons. But little Pinchy,
He's
just
gorgeous.
adds a little touch. It's funny, it's cute, but you can add it to any of your card fronts. I love how most of the samples have him on the postage collage or just sitting on one of the, I can't find it now. Oh, here. Just like even hovering, let it's, looking up from the ocean. It's like it has the whole world in its hands.
But it would be cute if you put him on the front of like a tropical scrapbook album.
Yes.
Like if you had a tropical trip and you wanted to make him the character
of
your album, that would be really fun.
That would be cute too. Yes, and you can have a little margarita in his hands. Who knows, right?
Or 2.
Well, the crab one had like a little engagement ring, which was really cute.
Oh, that's cute.
So they've added a lobster to the mix. Oh. One extra addition is the Happy Bubbles stencil. So not sure if you can see, but they're little bubbles that you can add to any of your card fronts to make it look more underwater. You can use clear paste. You can use white paste. You can ink it with your pigment ink. A lot of white pigment ink, but very versatile. You'll see a little bit of these bubble stencils also in the postage collage. There is one stencil that will give you all those bubbles as well. So lots of bubblies. We're almost there. we have the Wavy Hello word die. This is a really cool script where it gives you that nice little sentiment as well as the shadow. So I can't wait to play with that, but it's nice and big, nice focal point to any of your cards, even if you just want to use one of the texture dies or stencils and just adding this on top. Too bad there's no sample for me to show you that one.
But it does have did it have a QR code on the back?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what the QR code does. I'll try in a second. I've never really noticed.
Yeah, most of the other ones don't.
Yeah.
So.
I will put that aside. I will check that out. Oh, this one also has it. This is the Coral Reef Silhouette die. So these give you the little, the sharks, the hammerhead sharks, the sea turtles, the corals. There's the fishies and stuff like that. And there is the Silhouette Reef, the Silhouette stamp set, which is the Coral Reef. So one thing I've learned is that they do not die cut the stamp set. They are a standalone. I did try die cutting it. You can use it to die cut a stamp image. The only thing is you don't get that white border around your stamp set, but they are a little smidge smaller to be used on its own, but it's a silhouette die. So you want to use like solid colors or pattern colors to do it. And of course, their latest addition to the Silhouette stamp sets, I love creating backgrounds. So you get all those corals, the shipwreck as well, the sharks, the sea turtles floating in different directions. And that is the May release.
Excellent. Now, stay tuned. We will be talking about our new classes a little bit later on. And Darlene has an access pass, so access only class to go with this release from Waffle Flower. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you want to learn more about postage collage and that kind of thing, that would be a great class for you to take. All right, next up, I talked to you about a second release. So this was the new release from Elizabeth Craft, and it's small. It's small in quantity. There's only 3 different elements to it, but it is big in impact. So I'm going to start with what I kind of see as the focal point or the main part of it, and this is this camera and suitcase build-a-book. Not to be confused with my retro suitcase die, but certainly you could use them together. Anyways, back in the day, and I want to say maybe 6-7 years ago when we first started carrying Elizabeth Craft, there was a camera die special kit. This to me is the next evolution of that. And what it does, sorry, one second. Excuse me, as I breathed in and swallowed wrong. This makes you a little mini album. So it does have the main base for your page, and it's quite large. Do we have a ruler?
Yeah, lots of them. Pick one.
Pick one. Let's pick one that has no numbers on it. Okay, so the actual pages, they are about 7 inches, and that includes the spine, by 5 inches. So it's a good 5x7 size, a nice big size for your album. You've got the one here with the camera, so you've got the little viewfinder, and then you have a second one here that could be used just for pages, or it could be used for this suitcase. And it gives you the versatility that you can make it a camera, or you could make it a suitcase, or you could just use it as a mini album. There is a lot of flexibility. Lots of great little icons, little fun things that you can add to it, some great stitch detailing, and it's a lot of fun. Now, on that same travel theme, if you guys remember the little mice, we have the little mice and the big mice. This next little set takes our little mouse to Hawaii. Given this weather out here, raise your hand if you're with me and you want to, go to Hawaii. Sorry, I just got distracted. Angela says that she scanned the QR code on that Waffle Flower, and it just takes you to the Waffle Flower website. So it's not necessarily a how-to QR code, but maybe that's something that they're going to evolve into. Anyways, for those of you who have the little mouse, this is the Aloha accessories with a little crab, lots of drinks, my favorite pineapple, little grass skirt, the little ukulele.
So cute.
So bonus points. Put in the comments, do you guys know what ukulele means? Teresa's was asking, does this work with the original one? This is completely different. I have no idea whether the holes are the same. I would treat them as completely separate because I don't think they were created with that original one in mind. So yeah, jump in the comments and let us know if you know what ukulele means. It's actually quite fun. And lots of little accessories there. And then to round out the collection, we have Destination Fun Sentiments. Whoop, let me come up here a little bit. My little comment box is covering things up here. So Aloha, Destination Fun, Special Moments, the cute little camera, Never Lose Focus, whoops, Never Drop the Stamp Set, Say Cheese, and all of those fun things. All right.
It's funny because we always say cheese, but it's perfect for this collection because of the mice.
Because of the mouse, exactly. All he needs is like little cheese with his little coconut drink, his little tropical drink. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone add any comments. Ukulele in Hawaiian actually means jumping fleas because that's what it sounds like when you are plucking the ukulele strings.
Didn't know that.
We learned that at a official luau in Hawaii many years ago when we went. So for whatever reason, that's one of those little factoids that has always stuck in my head. And one day it'll be a Jeopardy question that I will know the answer to. Dum, dum, dum. Do you want me just to go through the odds and ends that are in this bin as well? And then I'll let you do that pile.
Okay.
All right, so a few extra little goodies that we've gotten in this week that don't really fit into a theme. And maybe I should have saved this for the last. But we have cookie dough balls covered in chocolate. They are quite tasty. They are very addictive. So I do recommend that if you're going to have these, put them in a little bowl. Don't eat them all at once. But that is new to our treat assortment. We got these fun things in from Marianne Designs. And honestly, this is one of those things that none of us are taking credit for ordering. However, they somehow showed up in our box. So they're little so these ones are silver. They are teeny tiny little stickers. So you would take your tweezers or your fingernails or whatever and peel those off and put them on your project. So we have silver ones, we have gold ones, and we have a rainbow ones. And oh yeah, it is showing up nicely on the camera. Very holographic and would really just add some nice little bling to your suitcases, to your rolling totes, to whatever projects you are working on. So those are new little stickers. We have restocked after a very, very long wait. We have restocked the Tombow glues. We've got the Mono Aqua as well as the Mono Liquid glue. Everybody has their own favorite glue. So if these are your favorites, then we definitely have them back in stock. And we have added something new to the Tombow glue family. This is the Mono Textile glue. It is good for fabric. So especially if you are maybe decorating the outside of a cloth covered album, or if you are attaching ribbon to your projects, that kind of thing, this textile glue would be just a really handy thing to have in your stash. Now, if you read below here, it says temporary fabric glue, permanent until washed. Well, in our industry, we are not throwing our scrapbooks in the laundry. We are not putting stuff through the wash. So I think it's safe to say that attaching fabric to paper, you are going to be completely safe. But if you do decide to use this to make a costume or do something else with your craft supplies, if you throw it in the wash, it will no longer stick. So that's important to note. So those are restocks and brand new Tombow. And then there are these two guys. We are always looking for good pens. So this is a 3-pack. It has white, gold, and silver of the Uniball gel. So we like our jelly rolls for the white especially, but back in the day when we had the Uniball, that was a pretty decent one too. Now, in full transparency, we have not actually tried either of these yet, but we do have them in the pack or as open stock. And they are retractable, so you would click and unclick. And I don't know if you can see that there. There is a little blue cap or film, so before you go to use it, use your fingernails to pull that off. So 3 great colors, a great little clip so that you, oh, that's kind of fun too.
Yeah.
It swivels. Can't wait to try these out. I know my pen junkie over here is going to try them out, so we will do some samples and report back to you. So I think that's it for the odds and ends. I'm going to tag over to Darlene for some new goodies from Gina K.
We found some new stuff from Gina, and first thing is scissors. Because, you know, we can't seem to get Cutter Bee back in stock. And Gina has her new scissors. They're for detailing. So it's non-slip grip, shape for right hand or left-handed users. Sharp blade. It does have a little safety guard here, which I'm always looking for my scissors so I don't poke myself, is that has a nice cover. So when you're using it, you can cover it up. We haven't tried it yet, so I can't wait to try and fussy cut with it because I'm a fussy cutter. I'm always looking for scissors. So that is on my to-do list. And we have some stamps and dies. So let's start with this one. This one, oh, her names are at the back. Old age birthdays. They could be used on the outside, but really they're for inside stamping for good sentiment. So age is a case of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Growing old is inevitable. However, growing up remains optional. You're not old and rusty. You're just becoming a classic. Hey, that's a good one. Grow old along with me. The best is yet to come. So really great sentiments that you can add on your birthday cards. We're always looking for inside stamps, so that's a great one. And this year, everyone has grad, anything grad. So grad dies and grad stamp sets. And here is one from Gina. Congrats, grad. It is a stamp and die bundle, but you get the hat, you get grad for a special graduate. You did it. Every ending is a new beginning. You could do your own class of 20 and then the year, this year or next year. Congrats, celebrate. And all the dies that come with it. So another grad stamp and die bundle. And this is called Peaceful Petals. Here is a stamp and die bundle where you have this nice textured background stamp. So sorry for your loss. With sympathy, thinking of you. You are not alone. May your loved one rest in peace and may their memory be a blessing. You have this nice floral. Oh, I didn't even see this one. And wishing you comfort and peace. And then you have the die set. Even that little small sentiment has a die for it as well. You can use any of your favorite coloring mediums to color it. It does, if you don't like to color, there is a stencil to go along with it that you can use any of your inks and color it in. And the nice addition to this is that she has the poly glaze. So with the poly glaze is that you need a laminator, or hers is a mink, right? Fuse. So you use her fuse and you put foil and run it through and you get that foiling texture on it as well. So they go together. There's also the same sentiments that you see in the stamp set on here as well.
So you can use a laminator, you can use a mink, you can use the fuse tool, as they call, is it? Yeah, it is the fuse.
Yes.
Because the fuse tool is also something different.
Yes.
That's why I was stumbling. And it just transfers the foil into the pattern.
Yeah. So those are our Gina K. Little
and just
goodies.
remember, if you watched my Learning Live last night, you could do them on colored paper too.
Yes.
All right, tag. I'm gonna tag in, and I'm going to take a commercial break, and we are going to talk about announcements. So let me flip over here. We may be flipping back and forth because there are things that we want to show you. But first and foremost, Deanna's Cottage Garden class has been a resounding hit. We only have 3 kits left. And we have to submit our final numbers to Deanna tomorrow. So if you can, if you have been waiting, if you have been thinking, well, wait no longer, go right to the website and register for this class and grab one of our last kits. We don't want you to miss out, and we will only be ordering the number of kits that we have sold. So don't miss out. Announcement number 2, bloop. our crafty stash
Yay!
sale. We have had lots and lots of people asking for the date. I have been putting it in the email newsletters. I have been posting it on social media, and now I'm going to post it here on the calendar. We do have our crafty community D-stash sale. What is this? Well, think of it as an indoor garage sale for craft supplies. We have 25-ish vendors that will be participating, or sellers as we call them. They will each have a table. They will have all kinds of gently used craft supplies that they are willing to send to you as a new home. In person, of course. We're not actually mailing stuff. You have to come and shop in person, but if you're looking for, a particular stamp set from the past, if you are just looking for some new crafty supplies but want to keep it on the bargain, if you're looking for something maybe just for one project, so you just want a great deal, come and see us. It's up the street at the Stouffville Legion. And then, of course, we invite you back to the store. Now, with the D-Stash sale, we do ask that you bring your own reusable bags to carry your goodies home in, and it is cash only. So stop at the bank machine, get your goodies, save your loonies, save your toonies, save your quarters, and get ready. The spring event is on May 30th, and the summer event is on July 18th. Now, while you're at the garage sale, and while you're here in town in Stouffville, of course, we invite you to come back and see us at the store as well. We are going to have some special buys. We are going to have some great deals on special stuff that will be in store only. So you're going to want to bookmark this weekend, grab your crafty friends, and stop at the Tim Hortons. Come on out and see us. It's from 9 until 1 at the garage sale, and then we are open in the store until 4 o'clock. What's next? Shop Hop. Who has participated in a Shop Hop before? This is a collaboration that this is our 4th year that we participate, or that we have participated with Glitter and Ink, the Scrapbook Shop, and Stamplicity. And I'm just going to come back here to our desktop. Darlene's getting me a bag. And while you're on that side, Darlene, I don't think we pulled any of that stuff to show. So we'll have to make sure. And I think my sample sheet is upstairs. But that's okay. Let's talk about Shop Hop. So what you're going to do is for $10, that's it, $10, you are going to purchase a passport from us. It does have the 4 stores listed. Lynn and her friend Jackie are already building a group together to come and Shop Hop. Lynn has been participating, and we look forward to seeing you guys in person. So what you're going to do is with your passport, you're going to go to all 4 stores and get a passport stamp. Now, while you're at each store, you are going to get a 15% discount. Right here, 15% on what you shop that day. It is in person only. This is really to drive you to go and visit your favorite local stores in person. And I know for some of you, it might be quite a drive, but make a day of it, make a weekend of it. Get your friends together, and it is so much fun. So all the details are on the website. You can also purchase a Great Ontario Shop Hop tote bag for an additional $2.99. Some of you may already have one from past years, which is why we've decided to split out and just sell the passport separately. And I forgot the most fun part. Well, it's all fun. But if you visit the stores, at the end of the Shop Hop, you're going to hand your passport in to the last store you visit. And we're going to use that to draw prizes. If you visit all 4 stores, you are going to get in to win some truly amazing giant prizes. If you only visit 3 stores, your prizes might get a little bit smaller, and then we go down. We've had some really fabulous prizes, anywhere from a box from Scrapbook and Cards Today all the way down to 6x6 paper pads. It's so much fun. The prizes are a bonus, and we absolutely love seeing all of you shoppers in person. So that is the Great Ontario Shop Hop. Again, feel free to email us if you have questions and if you want to learn more about it. What's next? New classes. So we did talk about Darlene's online access pass with the, sorry, my words are failing, the Waffle Flower Postage Collage Under the Sea collection. Say that 5 times fast. One of those cards is a shaker card, and it's so much fun. Now, what is an access pass? It means you pay a one low fee to get the instruction, the supplies you need to purchase on your own. This is so that maybe you don't like Under the Sea, but you want to learn some great stuff from Darlene. You can use some of the supplies that are in your stash. So maybe make it a baking card or a puppy card or something like that. So that is now available for sale. What you're going to do is go right to our website and you're going to click on the classes tab. So that is nice and easy. And that is online on a Facebook page, and you will have access to the replay video as well. And then I have 2 classes. So we taught a class in store here using the slider reveal cards. I apologize, I forgot my samples at home, but I think we showed them to you before. We do have a few kits left over, so we decided to offer them up as an online class. That's going to be on Thursday, May the 28th. And then I came across a really fun little kit on the Hero Arts website for stenciling. So this kit, you get a 3-layer stencil, you get paper, you get ink cubes, you get blending brushes. And we added a few extra blending brushes to the kit too. So we have in-person classes. I've only shown the online graphic here, but there are 2 in-person classes. The afternoon class is sold out, but there are still spaces in the evening class. Or you can choose to do it online with us. Online is Sunday, May 31st. The in-person is Monday, June the 1st. So tons of fun there. Next up, tomorrow night is our next Make and Mingle. I will flip back over, bloop, bloop, right here. So this is the little card we're going to be making. It is our one of our make and takes from Scrap Fest, but by using our awareness ribbon die as well as turnabout stamps, we are celebrating, well, maybe not celebrating is not the right word, but bringing awareness to mental health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month in May, and so we would love to make this card with you tomorrow night here in the store. And if you come and if you do some shopping, you will get 10% off turnabout products. We've got lots to choose from, and we'll talk a lot about those turnabout stamps as you use them. Once you use them once, you are going to fall in love. Just ask Lynn. She did the bake and take with me at Scrap Fest and then bought a few extra goodies. And then I've got one more slide here on the announcements. Color Me Crafty. So Doodlebug has come out to celebrate National Scrapbook Day, which was just this past weekend. They came out with a brand new crafty collection. Now, we don't have this in stock yet. They just announced it last Wednesday, so we certainly haven't got it into stock yet, but we have decided to put that up on pre-sale. So you can go ahead and order your items now. Then we will place our orders based on those pre-orders and get that in. They are not shipping until end of May, beginning of June, but we will get that in for you as soon as possible. Whew, that was a lot of announcements. All right, we're going to come back to the desktop. Darlene, I'm going to hand you off into the start the paper collections, and I'll go find that sample that I was looking for.
Sounds good. So a couple weeks ago, we introduced Crafted Memories from Creative Art. And this was like an art journaling, junk journaling book where you can cut out the panels, make your cards in your art journals, and fussy cut. And one thing that we were waiting for was the added elements. So this was the actual little booklet with all the panels and fun pieces to play with. We were just waiting for these to come in. So in full bloom, if you don't like to fussy cut, this is for you. See the scissors? There's no cutting. It's all the embellishment pieces. Let me see if I can open this up. And you can decorate. Oh, there's lots of little pieces. Okay. I don't want to lose anything. But no cutting. So if you're not a fussy cutter and you want to create great cards, look at these elements. The little boy, the girl, the little rabbit, there's the cow and floral. So these are like little die cut pieces. I'll put that back in a second. And we also got these two in Full Bloom 1 and 2. And what they are is just punch outs. You punch them in. So very, where you punch them out and you put a foam behind them and it creates that three-dimensional look to it. So there's the little boy, there's the two little girls, or the flower. So you just layer them up to get that 3D effect. And there's this one here as well. So you just punch them out, there you can see, and you layer them with foam to create that look. So that's Crafted Memories in Full Bloom. And what else do we have in our bin of goodies? Lots of paper packs.
You want to do paper rose?
Yeah, for sure.
And then I will do 3/4.
So Paper Rose, Heart and Home. If you haven't seen this yet, it's gorgeous. So we do have single sheets for the collection. But look at this. What's cooking? When Sherry and I looked at this, we were thinking of baked goods already. Sending warm wishes. I should have brought the paper here, but you have all these different patterns of paper. You could use it as a recipe book, or you could use it as a layout. But I like how some of the add-ons, you can change it up if you don't want it as a recipe book. So let's start with this one. Embossed die cuts. There's 4 sheets of embossed pop-outs. So you just punch them out. I love how they have that glossiness to them to make them look real. You have some tags, you have some kitchenware, you have some baked goods, as well as some sentiments like sending warm wishes, thinking of you, hello there, best wishes, birthday wishes. So lots of sentiments there. But they've also come out with this die cut where it's not really cooking focus or baking focus. Yes, you have some muffins and cookies, but you have the little white truck. You have the engagement ring for like a proposal, the mailbox, the little wagon with the heart balloons. You have some mugs and stuff like that. So you can change it up and make it more of an everyday or different occasions if you didn't want to do a recipe book or anything recipe related. We also brought in the 6x6 pad, which is a small scaled version of the 12x12. So this is Heart and Home. Love the light blues and the browns and the soft pink.
All right. So I have one more odds and end one that I forgot to talk about previously. Solar White is one of those papers that are especially good for Copic coloring and alcohol marker coloring. It's wonderful for stenciling, and we typically carry it in 8.5 by 11. Well, we know sometimes that we just want small bits, and you can get more bang for your buck by using 12 by 12. And cutting them down to the pieces that you need. So we have brought in the Prism Studio Solar White Ultra Smooth cardstock for your coloring pleasure in a 25 pack of 12 by 12. So that is a fun little add-on and definitely easier to just kind of take little bits versus cutting up an 8.5 by 11. All right, next up, I'm going to share with you 3/4 designs. And keep in mind that these guys are from New Zealand, so their seasons are the opposite to ours. Hence the reason why we have Autumn Whisper. So Autumn Whispers, definitely very fall themed, but no reason why you can't start early or catch up on the past. And personally, I really like a lot of the maple leaves that are in here. So as much as these are from New Zealand, to me, they've got some Canadian flair to it. So 3/4 designs only comes in collection packs. We cannot get them as single sheets, but look at some of these absolutely gorgeous backgrounds. Just deep, rich colors, lots of great wood grains in the background, and then you get some quarter panels, you get fussy cutting pieces, you get all kinds of extra die cut embellishments, and you get inspiration on the back. So here are 6 different layouts that you can use on the back using all the different elements. There is also an 8x8 pack. This is primarily the paper and then 2 die cut sheets and a tag sheet. And then there is the gimme more. Gimme more, gimme more. This has, let me read, tuck and play cards, so little 3x4 cards. It's got envelopes, it's got pocket pages, it's got a sticker sheet, a vellum sheet, and a rice paper sheet. So if you really want to take your, this kit and up the ante on it, plus lots and lots of gorgeous and great inspiration on the back. You can also, this one is one where that has the QR code that you can scan to their Facebook page and get lots more inspiration. And I mean, look, those colors are just scrumptious. So that is Autumn Whispers. And then we also have, and at first I thought, okay, we've got autumn and winter. This one's not really winter, but it does have that chill, cool color vibe. So this is Twilight Ink. Man, I know a lot of you like purples, but this royal blue is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at the jars with the flowers. Some of the great little die cuts, and sorry, the not getting the right location with the reflection, but absolutely stunning. And if this appeals to you, but you feel like the blue is a little bit much, well, bring in another color. Bring in the green. Bring in a teal. Bring in the neutral kind of browns. Or offset it with maybe a purple that is just a little bit off on the color spectrum. Bring in a red. Can you imagine this with red, like a deep, deep red? It would just make it absolutely stunning. So don't be afraid to break up the blue in order to tailor it to the the colors that you're looking for. Once again, we do have the 8x8 pack as well. And this is a 6x4 card making kit. So 6x4 being a very European size, but you've got all these little cards. And if you don't want to use them for card making, use them as photo mats, use them as tuck spots, use them as things on your layouts. Just absolutely stunning. So that is new from 3/4 Designs. And then Darlene is much better at Ciao Bella than I am.
We're going to travel to Italy now. See, this is a great vacation. See? One. Yeah, there's a lot in there.
There's a lot in there. Okay. I'll let you do the 2 Ciao Bella, and then guess what? We got a deal for you at the end, so stick with us.
The fun part. So we have 2 new collections from Ciao Bella. So now we're in Italy. Let's start off with the collection. We have Eastern Journey. We have the paper pad and the patterns paper. And each of them have its own little feel, but you get all the cards as well as the little fussy cut sheets, pattern paper. But look at the colors. I love the train station, the trains here, the clock. Look at that. That's a great cover page. This is the patterns paper, so you have the map. You also have fussy cut tickets, pattern paper. What else do we have here? The florals. So it could be used on its own or together, but love how they always have the 2. And we also have the paper pad in the 8x8, so just a scaled, smaller scale version. But look at all those little pieces that you can cut out and add for like pockets and tuck spots. There's this one here called the Creative Pad. So Creative Pads has some elements where you can fussy cut and add. So there's the tags, the postcards, lots of elements here with the people. There's also sayings, which I can't read, they're too small, but lots of things that you can add into your layouts or even your journaling. We have, I'll save my favorite of it all at the end. This is the uncut transparent adhesive sheet. So what this is basically a sticker sheet. So what you want to do is slightly fussy cut over it and peel it off and stick it on. They do uncut, so that way if you wanted 2 icons together, or let's say you want a white border around it, you can do that as well. So these are uncut. There's 5 of them here. So you got some letters and sentiments. You also got the florals. You got like the keys, the road maps, butterflies. So lots of goodies. So there's 30 plus images on the transparent adhesive sheets for collage. for collages, card making, and your paper arts. So this is my favorite because it's a whole booklet. Look at all those sheets that you can fussy cut. That's my kind of thing.
That's where you need those Gina K scissors.
Yes, right? And it's basically lots of fussy cutting to make your own little die cut like ephemeras to add to your item. So that's my thing. But look at that.
I'm so glad I have a friend who loves to fussy cut.
Right? So 3 of each of 8 double-sided designs. Look at that. Lots of fussy cutting. Last but not least, in this particular collection, we have the triple layer stencils. Yes, it doesn't look like much there, but you get these beautiful backgrounds that you can use for stenciling. So we have this one, not really grid-like. It's wonky.
Kind of like a cheesecloth.
Yeah, the wonkiness. This looks like wallpaper pattern. And I love this one. This geometric has different patterns. You can use it as one piece or highlight different parts of it on your projects. So this one was Eastern Journey. Now we are going to go to topography. So here is the paper pad.
And this one's already been quite popular. People are really picking it up.
So we have the paper pad.
She's pretty.
And the patterns. I have to say, the people here aren't scary. I always look at my papers. Are they scary looking or not? But they are actually really cute and like lifelike. So the paper pad also has some elements that you can fussy cut and use as well, and some full sheets. Look at all those nibs and those inks for like the little calligraphers. The typewriter, who needs a really good, see, I just want to fussy cut that typewriter out there as well. But lots of pieces where you can cut. Nice thing about this is that because it's straight edge, you can put that in your trimmer and cut these out. So we have those. We also have the 8x8 paper pad, so a small scaled version of it. But look at that, just that background. Very rustic, grungy look to it. A pop of color will just really set a different tone. We have the creative pad, so more icons that you can fussy cut. So these ones are a little bit different from my all-time favorite. These ones will have more of those curves and angles you have to cut. These are more straight edge, except for the circles and stuff like that. So really different kinds of fussy cutting.
So that's the kind of fussy cutting I can get behind.
Right? Even the ones that you can use in a paper trimmer, like the postcards or the tags and stuff like that. So straight edge ones. And you can find a circle punch or a die to cut out your clocks and stuff. So.
Or a friend.
Yes, a friend. That can do too. And you have 2 of them. You have myself and Tanya that will fussy cut.
That's right.
We have this one, which is their transparent adhesive sheets. The same idea. They're uncut. You cut them out and stick them on, which sometimes I like, so that way they're not peeling off if it gets stuck on something and you're not wasting your stickers. But you got 5 sheets of those. Look at those. And last but not least, it's our triple layer stencil. So this is the ones that you get in this set here. So you have the feathers, the compasses and gears. Love that. Their stencils are pretty cool, and I like the length of it. They don't look like 6x8. They look a little bit bigger. Well,
Maybe.
you can show those and I will.
All right. Some more fussy cutting. More fussy cutting books. So the previous junk journal books that we brought in, people are loving them. So we went and found a few more. So sports. Sports is something that people are always looking for. And just as a quick flip through, again, get out those fussy cutting scissors. You've got cardstock pages. You've got sticker pages. You've got more of the thinner, I don't want to say decoupage paper because I don't think it's quite that thin, but where it's not the heavy cardstock. It is a lighter paper, but that just makes it easier to cut. So very 50s kind of theme, very, I don't want to say retro. I don't know if that's the right vibe, but definitely, I mean, look, all that golf as Father's Day's coming up, canoeing, girls in sports, guys in sports, all the sports, some background pages. This is a fold out piece. So again, you've got your cover weight elements, numbers, and whether you're fussy cutting or using a punch or a die, you can make those all work. So that's sports days. Sorry, 1 second.
So Before she continues, so the sizing of these stencils is 5.5 by 9.5, so a lot bigger than what we're used to, which is a really nice size.
Gives you lots of good coverage.
Oh, maybe. Well, it's in centimeters. I don't work in centimeters.
We still work in inches. We've got Riviera Dreams, very Mediterranean.
It's pretty.
All those blues, ice cream, and then we have the Jungle Vibes. This reminds me of the Jungle Cruise ride at Disney. Don't need the snake. Somebody can have my snake if they want it. Some little hibiscus, and so on and so forth. So really, really lots of versatility, and you just need a project to use it on. So 3 great new junk journal books from Ciao. And here we are closing in on the top of the hour. So for all of you who have stuck with us, everybody got really quiet. So I'm not sure if it's dinner time, if you are multitasking, but I'm going to give you something that's just going to give your heart a little pitter patter, because we are bringing out one of our Scrap Fest deals. We are now bringing them out for you online and in the store. They are Matt's special buys for stickles and liquid pearls. So what we did is we went and picked groupings of 3 colors, and they're not showing up super well here on the camera. Let's get them all onto the screen. And we have made some really fun little 3-pack bundles. We did do some samples. So here in the stickles world, let me just move my little cursor because it's distracting here. We have our Christmas set, which has Christmas red, holly, and again, it's not going to show up well on the camera here, but the holly is green with a red sparkle. And then we've got icicle. We have our PCW faves, which is our green, our purple, and our white. That is this one here. We have metallics number 1, which is gold, silver, and diamond. That's this guy here. We have metallics number 2, which is platinum, copper, and black diamond. Look at those sparkles. And we have our, what we called outer space, because it was really some fun colors. We've got one that's called confetti, but it's got kind of a pewter or a steel kind of backdrop with multiple color sparkles. We've got cosmic, which is purple with blue and pink sparkles. And then we've got twinkle like the stars here in the white. Now I want you to take a look at that red ticket. $7 for 3 bottles. Typically, these are, I just looked it up and now I've forgotten. I can't read that far. I'm going to say it's $3.49.
Stickles are $3.49.
Stickles are $3.49 per bottle, regular price. So really, you're buying 2 and getting 1 for free if you do the math. So that is the stickles. We've got all 5 bundles. They are available on the website. And I'm not sure how you would find them. I guess just type in the word stickles in the search bar and they should pop up. We also have 4 liquid pearl bundles. And that's because one of them sold out at Scrap Fest. Even our team did not have a chance to partake of the last bundle. But we have our spring pastels. So we've got lemon chiffon, ballerina, and robin's egg. Oh, let me come over on camera. We have, once again, our PCW faves. So we've got succulent, lavender lace, and white opal. We have metallics number 1, which is, again, gold, silver, and onyx. And last but not least, we have metallics number 2, which is rose gold, copper pearl, and pewter. Our ocean one sold out. That one was super popular. But we've got all 4 of these stickle bundles. So once again, typically a liquid pearl is $4.29. We've got your bundle here for $9. So it's not quite buy 2, get 1 free, but pretty darn close. So some great things to add to your stash. If you are going to crops, this would make a wonderful crop gift. Where you're going to look is you're going to go to the website, and under So if you go on the drop-down menu under Shop Online, there is a Special Buys tab. And that's where you will find all kinds of great stuff. Or I'm sure if you typed in stickles or liquid pearls, they would also show up there. So these are while quantities last, but they are just a fabulous deal. Thank you to Ranger for working with us to come up with such a great deal. And we would love to get these into your hands. So, that's what happens when you skip a week. But that was a lot of good stuff, and we really hope that you saw something that will get you inspired and get you ready to craft, because Mother Nature is making it very easy to want to stay inside, and we want you to have some pretty things to play with. So that's it for us tonight. Hopefully, if you are local, you can come and see us tomorrow for Make and Mingle. Otherwise, happy Mother's Day. One last thing, as I'm thinking of it, because I keep forgetting. Not this weekend, but next weekend is the May long weekend. We will be closed on Saturday. Regular hours up until then on Friday, but Saturday we will be closed. Back again the following Tuesday. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's more than enough. We would love to see you in our classes. We want to get some crafty goodies in your hands, and we wish you a wonderful Wednesday. Good night, everyone.